Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back to another episode of whatever the hell we're doing today.
That's factual. That's accurate, yeah.
Because who knows what's going on at any given time? Not me.
Not me.
Maybe you guys will, and you can tell us. But in the
Yeah.
meantime,
Help
we'll
us.
just be here vibing.
Always.
Just help us.
Yes.
If you're reading this message, send help. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
This is not a joke.
For legal reasons, it's a joke.
For legal reasons, it's a joke, but also send help.
Right. We all need help.
I need an adult. I need a supervisor.
I am an adult. I need an adultier adult, please.
Yes. I need a life coach, but one who's got their shit together, so that I feel I feel better.
Can you imagine
about their
being a
advice
life coach that didn't have their life together? What a
I
fucking
literally was
hypocrite.
listening to a joke. I know. I had a joke, and it was like, "How are you going to be a life joke or a life joke?
Watch
life
me,
coach." It was literally like, "How are you going to be a life coach when you don't have your shit together at all?"
But see, that goes back to what I was saying last week. It's much easier to help other people with their problems because that means I can ignore mine.
Yeah, well, and then it's also like, I feel like a lot of people have a lot of really good advice, but they're not good at taking it themselves.
Oh, 100%.
Or implementing it themselves.
I'm terrible at taking my own advice.
Me too. I'm literally an asshole.
Oh, yeah, what?
An asshole? Like, I always ask for help or advice.
Oh.
I don't do it as much, but it definitely was a thing a long time ago where I was like, I kind of feel like a dickhead.
See, I thought you were just trying to say asshole, and then you just were swallowing in the middle of saying the word asshole. I don't know.
Now I feel like I want to try swallowing while saying asshole, but I'm not going to.
Anyways, so we're going to I hope you guys enjoyed our 2-part special from last week.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. And we're going to start off with a couple more of these kind of get to know us questions. Because I remembered we wanted to do that at the beginning of the episodes.
We did, yeah.
So, let's see what Oh, this is a good one. People ask this all the time. If you could save one material thing from a fire, what would you save?
My dog.
No, material thing. Obviously, you're going to take Ghost with you.
Oh, my laptop.
That's fair. If I could save my whole desktop setup, I would.
Yeah. I mean, this bitch is 10 pounds, but I can close it and run.
Right. See, I'd have to I mean, at least I would, if I'm going to pick my computer, I'm just going to take the tower because monitors are much easier to replace than the tower parts are.
Yeah.
I
mean, okay, so end of the day, if you take enough good documentation and have renter's insurance, leave all of it. Get it all fucking replaced, okay?
That's true.
There you go.
That's a good point.
Yeah, take the things that are irreplaceable, like your social security card and your birth certificate. But if you have it in a fireproof safe, then you're fine.
Do you have a fireproof safe?
I do, actually. Thank you.
Wow. Can't relate.
Yeah, it was $20 at Home Depot when I worked there forever ago.
Nice.
And it has all of my W-2s and not my social security card nor my birth certificate, but I lost one. So
I mean, my mom has my birth certificate and I don't live in America, so I don't have a social security card.
Fair. Well, see, okay, my mom took a lot of our papers and stuff and everything.
Yeah.
And so I had to request a new birth certificate. Which I felt so fucking proud of myself for doing that. But I had to get the birth certificate so that I could get my social security card, so that I think I needed it for signing up for Medicaid or something.
Right.
I don't remember, but I hustled for that shit, and now I don't know where my birth certificate is.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know exactly where mine is.
I know where my social security card is, but
I don't know where my Canadian version of a social security card is.
Shame on you.
Listen, it got lost in one of my family's many moves, and it wasn't my fault because I was still a minor and my mom had all of my important documents for quote unquote safekeeping, and now they're lost anyways.
Yeah. See, I don't know how I lost mine because, like, it has to be somewhere in these boxes. I just don't know where. I have a lot of miscellaneous stuff, and it's unlikely but possible it got thrown away with, like, a bag of papers, potentially.
Nice.
I don't know. I've moved twice since I got it.
I have moved so many times. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, if we're leaving computer to get insurance money to replace it, then I guess I would have to I don't know. My records maybe?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me honestly
Cuz I have like special edition versions of Taylor Swift albums on vinyl that are harder to replace. So,
yeah. See, I'd probably, this might be a little vain, but I'd probably grab my own paintings. And like, yeah, I probably do need to go through and document everything that I have.
yeah.
But yeah, like my own paintings that I've done myself that are like my all-time favorites, as well as like maybe like the one of a kind signed posters I have. Like not one of a kind, but like they're so old that I'd never be able to find them again.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, probably those.
Um what is the best concert you've ever been to?
I personally haven't been to very many, but I think I went to like a I think I went to Green Day up in like
Ooh.
um up north. I almost said the city. Not that it would matter, I don't live there. But I saw Green Day, which that was really good. But I think my all-time favorite was definitely Bon Jovi.
Nice.
Cuz yeah, he plays really well live music. Like he does well. They do well. They're good.
Um I have
Also, I
been
love
to
like
a
all his
lot of
songs.
concerts, but I think what would be the best one? I want to say definitely up there is probably the first time that I saw Marianas Trench.
Mm-hmm.
They were on their Ever After tour, which is my favorite album of theirs.
Love that.
And Down with Webster opened for them.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, they were so good. They only had a couple songs, like a couple really good big songs that were like on the radio and stuff. I loved them.
Okay.
They were great. Um, I said yeah, so that's probably up there. Uh yeah, I don't know.
I
Journey was good. I loved the Journey
Ooh, I
concert.
bet Journey would be good. Can I change my answer?
Yeah.
So I don't know if this really counts as like a concert, but
Was it at like a festival or something?
yeah.
Yeah, I would
um,
count that. I've seen Marianas Trench 3 times at a festival.
Perfect. Okay, so I went to Decadence,
I
which
don't
is
know
like
who that is.
so it's an event. It's a
Oh,
huge like New Year's New oh my god New Year's Eve party for like two
okay.
nights, and it's a festival in like downtown, and I went when Flume was playing, and I
What
fucking love Flume.
what the hell's a flume?
Um, they've done like a couple. They do like EDM.
Oh, okay, that would be why I haven't heard of them.
Yeah, but so they played like my all-time favorite song by them, "Never Be Like You," right before the ball dropped, and I was so excited because they were the ones playing, and so they counted down for like midnight on New Year's, and
Nice.
then like all these balloons came down, and like all of the decoration was so cool. There was like a silent disco area in between the two stages. Um, I had like rhinestones all over my face, and this one girl was like, "Oh my god, you look like a queen," and I was like, "Oh my god, it's the biggest compliment I've ever had in my life." I was so happy. And it was just like so cool because like I was super into like, I think there were 2 artists that I was really into at the time that were both playing that night, and I got to see both of them. I don't remember what the other one was, but it was just really like the shining crowning achievement that Flume was the one playing for the countdown for me.
Nice.
And like that was, yeah, and they were great.
I'm trying to think if anyone else really tops those 2. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people.
Fair.
Nah, I think I'll stick with one of those 2. They were pretty good. Cool. Imagine Dragons was good too.
Ooh, I'm sure they would be. There's some artists where you just like they'd be good.
Live. Oh, Simple Plan was amazing though.
I've never heard of them.
Well, I mean they're Canadian. You've never heard of Simple Plan? They sing the Scooby-Doo theme song.
Okay, no, you don't get to be like, no, that makes sense. They're Canadian. Wait, what? Like,
what?
Pick one.
What?
Oh, you were like, oh no, that totally makes sense. They're Canadian, and then you made me feel bad for not knowing who they are. I don't know names, okay?
But see, that's the thing is that like you probably would like they sing the Scooby-Doo theme song, like the newer one, I guess.
Oh. I'd probably recognize their songs. I just don't know names.
I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was all over TikTok for a while, which I know you don't have TikTok, but it probably made its way to Instagram Reels at some point. One where it's like, I'm just a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's them.
Mm-hmm. And Life is a Nightmare?
Yeah, that's the worst. Yeah. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that's Simple Plan. They're great. I love their concert.
No, they are amazing.
I saw them at that same festival in back in Edmonton.
Nice.
They did it every year.
That's awesome.
All right, let's do one more.
Okay.
Ooh, questions that spark friendly debate. Oh, that sounds like fun. Let's see.
All right, time to get unfriendly, guys.
See, the only ones that I would actually ask, we've already talked about.
Yeah.
Like, does pineapple belong on pizza? We've definitely talked about that. Is a hot dog a sandwich? We really talked about that for a while.
Yeah, we did. We're not starting that again.
Are avocados overrated? Absolutely, they are. I know you have a different opinion. Oh, really? Well,
okay,
I mean, you like avocados.
No, I do like avocados, but I think that in terms of being overrated, I think they are hyped
definitely overpriced.
Exactly. And so because they're so hyped up, they get so overpriced. And then, like, they're also so finicky. Like, I feel like I have to keep them in my fridge.
Yeah.
For far longer than I should until they ripen. And then I have to keep them in the fridge so they don't spoil. So, like, I never can have, like, I'm not good at judging them, but I also buy them in, like, a 5, like, quantity bag because otherwise the, like, singular ones are so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
They are delicious in my opinion. I absolutely love avocado. But I think when I eat them though too, I feel like I have to eat the whole thing. Otherwise it turns brown and shit, which is disgusting to me. Like brown avocado literally skeeves me out. And
gross.
Yeah. Granted, I saw someone who like she cut the avocado in half and then like put it in a bag, the side with like the pit still in it. And then when she went to eat the rest of the avocado, she just like cut a really skinny like layer away from like the pit again.
Right, off of the top, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, why have I never seen this before?
People do that with cheese all the time. If like you have a block of cheese and it starts to mold on the open side of the package, you just cut it off and then carry on.
Yeah. Although I've heard that's like you shouldn't do that because like the mold like leaches further in than what we think it does.
I don't do it. If I tried not to let anything get moldy.
Same.
Because that's gross.
Yeah. I know my dad, like I've seen my dad do it before where he cuts off like the piece of mold and then like carries on.
Yeah. I'm sure I've eaten cheese that's like that. Like, I'm sure my parents have done that in the past, but I don't do it knowingly, so.
Right. And like, I think they say with bread, that's not one that you're okay doing it with.
Oh, God, no.
No. Like, as soon
I
as I
mean,
open the
bread
bag
never
and if it
lasts
smells like
long enough in
mold,
my house to go moldy.
that's fair. See, it was always the like artisan breads or like the sourdough that would start to go bad a little bit faster. And I had to get like craftier with like either making sure I was really on top of having a sandwich or the bread in some kind of capacity like every day, or put it in the freezer and then just
Yeah,
bring out
see,
like a
when
couple
I buy
slices when you
bread,
need it.
like with my groceries, I buy a few loaves at a time and I stick them in my freezer.
Yeah, bread's like actually so good out of the freezer. Not like so good, like oh my god, I wish my bread was always in the freezer.
Well,
But like,
I don't, I take the loaf out of the freezer so it can thaw fully before I eat it, but.
no, I know, but like it's one of the few things that can go into the freezer and come out like completely fine.
Yeah.
Cause like there's some fish I feel like that doesn't do well when you refreeze it. Or like you buy it fresh and then freeze it.
See, in terms of seafood, fresh is always better, anyways.
Yeah, true. Well, and then if you take like meat and like again like beef, as if it's not like flash frozen the way they do it like
Yeah.
in larger areas, like it loses a lot of its flavor once you bring it back out and and cook it. But bread
It's just so good.
bread is just so good and it comes out great.
I need to go to Costco this week, I think.
Yeah.
I love going to Costco because you get like the big, like the 3-pack of like Texas toast bread for like, I don't know, $4 or $5. And it's the best thing ever. I love Texas toast bread. It's so thick and soft and fluffy, and I just love it.
Same.
Anyways, yeah, I have up here on my page, my screen, my other monitor that you can't see. Not that you can see my one monitor anyways, but it looks the same as yours because it has the same screen on it. But anyways, I have pulled up this list of shower thoughts.
Love those.
And honestly, some of them are blowing my mind.
I'm ready to also have my mind blown.
Okay, so if you were to reach the age of 113, you're technically a teenager again.
Ew.
But you're also a really old person.
I hate that.
Right? Can you imagine living to that old? Just be like, just imagine? Somebody kill me now.
Right? Seriously. Or then, like, you get to that age and then you're like, I'm a teenager again. And then immediately start puberty again. Wouldn't that be horrible?
Oh my god. Just start aging in reverse once you become an old teenager.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
That would be wild. Except for the fact that it's like, I mean, duh, it's not possible. But like,
but what about vampires? Do you think vampires go through like a whole like, oh, I'm a teenager again every 100 years when they get to 113 and 213 and like so on and stuff?
Because they made it like, okay, we're gonna reference Twilight here, and when she says, "How long have you been 17?"
A while.
So they just get stuck. Yeah, a while.
Well, yeah, but but that's not what he meant. He knows that because he says later that he was 109. So like he knows that he's that old.
Yeah.
Because like they know what year they were born in.
Yeah, but like knowing the amount of years that we've been alive is more so tracking for like aging. But like when you're a vampire, you don't age. So you can know how long you've been alive.
See, I feel like it would just be an excuse to act like a stupid teenager again when you get that old. And I just think it would be fun.
Yeah, but if you're also just perpetually a teenager, you can just be a dickhead all the time.
True.
I'm 13 forever. Fuck everybody.
Which
I'm
the next one here is we obsess about most aspects of aging, but not our voices aging, which they do.
They do.
It's kind of crazy when you think about it because like it's not something that I ever really think about. I'm just like my voice is my voice. It doesn't like it doesn't change. Like obviously it changed from when I was a kid to after puberty, but like
I think because I think also with that though too, because like our voices, it's such a gradual change and it's not like a huge difference.
Right. It's barely noticeable to yourself.
Right. And I think that's why we don't think about it. Where it's kind of like it's either we just don't like our voice or we do, or we're neutral and don't even think about it. Can't imagine. But
right, I hate my voice.
Me too.
But then like the last time that I went on a trip back home to the East Coast with my parents, like I'm still friends to an extent. Like we don't talk all the time. Like we talk like maybe once a year kind of thing. But like we reconnect occasionally with someone that I went to kindergarten with actually. And like anytime I go home, I try and meet up with her just to, you know, catch up as to what had happened over the last 10 years kind of thing. Right. And I thinking about it now, it's because we see each other like once a decade. Like we probably sound so different to each other every time we see each other.
Maybe.
It's crazy.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
I just want to make a comment on the fact that we both hate our own voices and we're literally doing
I know.
a podcast.
That's okay. Other people can enjoy our voices, even though, like, because I don't hate your voice. I just hate mine.
Right, and I don't hate yours.
I don't know why.
Shut up.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's see what else is on here. Falling down the stairs would be so fun if it didn't hurt, and that's totally true.
I literally used to somersault down the stairs.
I mean, I used to like slide down the stairs, but I'd never somersaulted down the stairs. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of head trauma I have, but like I literally would like at my grandmother's house.
Sorry, I was just like asshole comment would be like, "Oh, it's all makes sense now."
Oh, everything makes sense. Like, but yeah, no, literally ran up to the top of the stairs and then would somersault down them, land at the bottom where all the shoes were, laugh hysterically like a fucking maniac, and then run back up and do it again.
Nice. Oh my god, I have to tell you this story because it's hilarious. So,
okay.
This was oh gosh, how many years ago was this now? I want to say probably 6 years ago ish, give or take. My brother and I were both still living at my parents' house. So I guess it was probably 7 or 8 years ago now. Because it wasn't long before I moved out. And we both worked at the grocery store in the small town that we lived in. Mm-hmm. And my parents were out of town for the weekend or something. And I was off work, so I was at home, and it was like 10:30, and I was like asleep. I was like gone to bed. And then all of a sudden I hear my brother pull up, and he has two of our coworkers with him. And one of them is my other best friend that I know from back home. And then the other one was just this other girl that we worked with that he was trying to sleep with, I guess. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so they came over, and I had no idea that they were coming over. And they woke me up because they were so loud coming in the house, and I was so mad. Because I was just tired. I wanted to go to bed. So I go downstairs. And anyways, we ended up all just like hanging out and whatever and drinking. Which was like fine, whatever. Probably the only time that I ever actually drank with my brother because we don't hang out. But I was just there to hang out with my friend. Right. And then my brother went upstairs to grab something, and he had already started been drinking for quite a while at this point. And as he was coming back down, his fucking clumsy ass falls down the stairs, and it was the funniest thing ever. And then like 10 minutes later, he goes to get something out of the fridge, and he opens the door and just falls on the kitchen floor.
Oh
and
God.
I was dying. I could not breathe. I was laughing so hard.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Love that.
Let's see what else is on here. Da, 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 da. Erasers are rarely fully used. They either get lost or thrown out.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't like, because once you get down to a certain like thickness of an eraser, it basically becomes useless because you can't erase anything with it. So you just like toss it and get a new one, or you've lost it at that point. Like there's
Right.
That's kind of crazy. Let's see. Disney villains are so courteous. They always let the hero finish their songs before trying to initiate a battle sequence.
Yeah, that is true.
I like that one.
Me too. Also, Disney villains never actually kill anybody. Right?
No, but some Disney heroes do, because Gaston died. Well, I mean,
That's
Scar
true.
killed Mufasa.
Oh, yeah.
So that happened.
Though he would tell you that it was the herd that killed him, not him throwing him into the herd.
There's a comment about American gun control waiting here, dying to be made right now, but I'm not going to make it.
What?
It's not the the gun doesn't kill people, people kill people, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we're not getting into a political debate today, so
no.
Oh, this one. Okay. So when you have a coffee and you let it get to room temperature, it's cold, right?
I mean, it's room temperature.
But like, what you consider like,
it's my
coffee's cold.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
If you have a beer and you let it get to room temperature, then it's warm. But they're both room temperature.
I hate that.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, it's technically like the process of it changing temperatures too, though, but I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it, so I'm going to ignore it. It's not real.
In horror movies, we get annoyed at the dumb decisions people make, yet when we play a horror game, we make the dumb decisions.
Yes. I can 100% factual. Actually, no, I'm really good at playing, board game horror games. When I play horror games, like video games,
board game horror games. What the hell board game horror games do you play?
Like what is the one? It's like the House on the Haunted Hill. I don't know. It's
interesting.
I know that's not exactly the name, but like it's basically a randomly generated haunt. And then I've also played Arkham Horror, which is almost impossible. Like it's so hard to win that game. But
interesting.
I'm pretty good at those, but it's because it's strategy and I'm also not actually in any danger.
Right.
And I'm not visually seeing anything that's scary. Because as soon as anything shows up that is scary, I scream.
Same. Oh my god. I don't think I have the VOD anymore. I might somewhere in my like private videos on my personal YouTube channel, but I remember for I think it was my Halloween stream last year.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing Poppy Playtime. I was fucking screaming my fucking head off. I was so scared.
I loved watching you play Poppy Playtime.
I did not enjoy playing Poppy Playtime. Oh my gosh.
Fair. I'll give you that.
And like, I don't know what I'm going to do for Halloween this year. I need to figure out what I want to dress up as for Halloween this year. What are you going to dress up as for Halloween?
I don't really dress up for Halloween.
Why not?
Because I don't have my camera on.
But not for stream, just in general.
Oh, I did dress up last year. I was Kaneki.
Right, I know. So that's why I asked what you're going to dress up as this year.
I mean, I wasn't a very good Kaneki, but I was Kaneki.
I mean, last year was depressingly the only year of my entire life that I did not dress up for Halloween, and I'm actually very upset about it.
Well, make up for it this year and do 2.
I am going to do 2, actually, because there's 2 days that I can dress up for at work. The one day on the weekend before where we do the handing out candy to children in the mall, and then the day of Halloween if I'm working, because it's a Thursday. That. I can dress up twice. I just need... I need 2 costumes. Or I can do 1 costume for work and 1 costume for stream stuff.
Have you ever actually done Link?
No. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because the it's hard to do like good cosplays like actual cosplays like that without a lot of time and money as a generally larger person, because regular costumes do not fit larger people. And also every single like Master Sword and Hyrule Shield that I have looked to buy for a costume, they're all children sized, and it's really annoying. I don't need
and then if you do
like
find,
a 6-inch sword. I'm not gonna hit anybody with a 6-inch sword.
Right, and then when you do find like the adult size one, it's like
they're like $200.
Yeah,
it's crazy because then they're not a costume piece. Then they're a collectible.
Yeah, what the
Which
fuck?
I mean, I would love to have a collectible, but not for that. I ain't got that kind of money to spend on a Halloween costume right now. Maybe if I was richer.
My pills are dissolving.
Isn't that what they're supposed to do?
Well, not in my stomach. I put them on my plate with my dinner, not realizing it was a little wet.
Oh.
Because I didn't think
just lick them off your plate.
Ew, no. It's fine.
What do you mean, ew? You're going to eat them anyways.
Well, I don't want to lick them off. They're probably not going to taste very good. Oh my god, it like powderized. Is that a word? Powderized?
I don't think so. Maybe
disintegrated.
Powderized. Yeah, it is a verb. Become powder or dust.
Wow. Okay, well these just powderized, you guys. I learned a new word today. Are you proud of me? Be proud of me.
See, and I want to do like... I want to do a really good cosplay. But there's a convention at the end of next month. And I would like to go, but I'm not going to go without a cosplay. But I am very quickly running out of time to put one together for that.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I want to do.
That's fair. You could be Michael Myers.
Why would I be Michael Myers? I don't watch Halloween. I don't watch horror movies.
Because, like, all you need is the mask.
Right, but that feels like stuff like that where it's like, oh, you could be a ghost, throw a sheet over your head. Nah, that's like such a cop-out. Personally. Well, I'm not going to judge other people for doing it. It's just like, to me, it feels too easy. Like, I have ideas of what I would like to do. I would love to do Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians.
Oh, that would be so good on you.
I just need to find his stick.
Yeah.
I need to buy his stick, and I need to get the hoodie.
Yeah.
And then I need to dye my hair white.
Mm-hmm.
Which is hard because I have really warm toned hair generally. I feel like I'd have to go and get that done, which is going to cost money.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fine. It's been like a good solid few years since I've actually gone and had my hair professionally done. So
there you go.
Yeah. Let's see.
That was interesting.
You can't save someone's life, only delay their death.
Well, that's fucking morbid and pessimistic.
Yeah.
Well, then why would anybody save anybody then? I'm just prolonging what the inevitable.
Well, because if you can delay someone's death, to use their wording, and you don't, then you would feel responsible for them dying.
Yeah. So then
I love that the user that posted that is called Lost and Confused.
So does that then mean that people only save other people because they don't want to feel guilty?
Or they just don't think about this particular Reddit post. I don't know. I've never been in the situation to save somebody's life.
Me either.
I used to be first aid certified and everything. I'm no longer legally certified because it's expensive as hell to get renewed and it expired, but
yeah,
it costs like $150 to get it renewed.
That's crazy to me.
It is crazy. Like I know how to do CPR, but now technically I'm not allowed to do it.
I think it's crazy that like it's more expensive to do that than it is to get a driver's license, where you literally are driving a weapon basically in some people's hands. And like I'm not gonna get into that because there are horrible things people have done with that. But like people very often I think don't realize how dangerous cars are because it's so normalized to that like everyone has one. Obviously not everybody, but like, you know, you go to a dealership and there's 100 cars right there. Right. Hundreds potentially, depending on how large it is. And like it's just, oh, I picked that one. And they're done with like luxury and like, you know, oh, I want one to fit my style. Like, but you can literally kill someone when you hit someone. Right. And I think people forget about that. And like it's not something that happens on the daily. So like you get comfortable in your driving, and then like even if you sideswipe somebody, a lot of people do hit and runs, and it's like one because people don't want to deal with the consequences or the repercussions of that because they are dire, because it's a very large issue and damage is expensive because everything is expensive. But
everything is too expensive.
Everything is too expensive. I agree. But I don't really know my point anymore.
I don't know.
I'll be honest.
I don't either. I'm not gonna lie.
Cars are weapons, you guys. Cars can
they
kill
are.
People. Don't forget that.
Crazy. Speaking of cars,
what was my point?
I don't know. What were we talking about? I scrolled to the next thing while you were talking, and I don't remember which one I read. Oh, we were talking about can't save someone's life, only delay their death. And I don't remember. That was where that conversation started.
Oh, yeah. No, so I was Okay. You literally, it is probably less expensive to be able to drive and operate a weapon than it is to be able to be certified in CPR and pay for that. I know that cars are expensive, but like you can literally buy a car for like that $500 and keep that for a while. Like that's wild that you can literally buy a. How heavy are cars? Are they like a ton?
I don't know. How heavy are cars? The average small car is about 2,600 pounds, and the average large car is about 4,400 pounds. I don't know. Oh, wait. How heavy is a car in tons? Modern cars, trucks, and SUVs weigh anywhere from 1 ton to nearly 5 tons.
Jesus.
There you go.
A literal ton. You can drive and operate a metal contraption that weighs a ton.
Right.
But you have to pay to be able to help someone else.
For reference, elephants weigh average between 2 and 7 tons. So there are cars that are heavier than elephants.
That's crazy. Probably like baby or adolescent elephants, but yeah, that's wild.
Adult males weighing between 1,800 and 6,300 kilograms, 2 and 7 tons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adult females weighing between 3 and 4 tons. Yeah.
Interesting.
We're basically just driving around in a bunch of elephants.
Yeah.
Oh my god, can you imagine riding an elephant?
I think I have ridden an elephant before.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Was that like
Were you in Africa?
No, it was at like I don't know if it was like a sanctuary or like a fair.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was either that or a camel.
Those are very different animals.
It was a really long time ago, I'll be honest.
I mean, I've ridden a horse.
See, but I've never ridden a horse.
You've rode on a camel and or an elephant, but you've never ridden a horse?
Yeah.
That seems kind of crazy, actually.
I know, especially the state I live in. I literally lived across from like a horse ranch.
Nice.
Where like you literally could go and get riding lessons. And like I saw them every single day. I was like, the horses were there. I was so upset. I was like, can you do that?
I don't know. I enjoyed riding a horse the one time that I did it. One of my friends had their birthday party with like a horseback riding day or whatever.
Wow. That's so
and
cool.
I got to buy new shoes for it and everything because I didn't have any like good like boots or shoes or whatever for riding a horse. Right. So I got to get new shoes for it and I was very excited about it.
That is exciting. Yeah, no, I'd asked my parents, I think, because obviously we drove past it every single day. And I was like, can we do that? The answer was no, by the way.
Damn.
Yeah. Bummer. Big Sag.
The first human trials for life-lengthening drugs will likely be done in secret on prisoners who have 100-plus year sentences.
Yeah, that tracks.
Right? Because then if they work, then they have to live out their whole sentence.
Yeah, and if they die, then they're like, whoops, they were never going to leave anyways.
Exactly.
It's fucked. I'm not saying that people in prison deserve to be... Okay, that's a difficult one. So I was about to say...
Morally, what is it okay for them to just randomly test drugs on prisoners?
Right. Like, when does a prisoner become, like, no longer a person who deserves to have basic human rights and stuff?
I feel like they wouldn't... I feel like they can't force them into it, though.
I mean, they could be like, here's your meds for the day.
But what if they don't have meds for the day?
They could probably come up with a reason. I don't know. I just know that there's a lot of people who are in prison who are not even given the chance for rehabilitation.
Right.
And I feel like other countries have shown that rehabilitation is possible. And I feel like the resources that the United States has for even the individuals who do come out of prison is so bad that I think the statistics are so horrible that like I think a lot of the prisoners that do come out and try to rehabilitate back into normal society fail and end up, either like committing suicide or like wanting to go back to prison or committing crimes so they do go back to prison.
Well, and there's some people like our world is so fucked up. There are people that they'll be in jail for like a minor offense, and they'll be there for like a couple of months, less than a year kind of thing.
Yeah.
They'll get out and their life has been so screwed up that they can't like get a job or house or whatever. They will go and commit crimes to go back to jail because at least in jail they have somewhere to sleep.
Exactly.
And food.
Yeah.
which is ridiculous.
And there's like no skill building that's given or any type of mental health like therapy or any type of resources for them. Like they've literally done studies, and I think Switzerland or maybe it was Finland, I don't remember, but one of them has like such a low retention of prisoners because, and then also like their prisoners when they get out, they're so well established after the fact where they have, gained new skills. They like, start writing resumes and like build skills like that they can actually build while they're behind bars, or crafting of some kind. They get the mental help that they need. They have the resources to come back to if they do need assistance outside of that. Like they're not looked at as like these horrible people who shouldn't be hired or anything like that, or basically looked down upon for having committed a crime in their life. Like I'm not saying that there aren't some horrible people that don't deserve to be behind bars for life. But the people who have smaller offenses, who even say like they stole for their family because they had no food or something, and then they go behind bars. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that they lose their job, potentially lose their family, their home in just a couple months' time, because most people can't plan for that. And obviously, if you're in a situation where you're already stealing, you're not in a great situation anyways. So it's just, I feel like we really dropped the ball a lot for the corrections and, what we could be able to offer people who are in prison, who are going to be getting out. Even the ones who are in, helping them to readjust prior to anything, or even just be able to enjoy prison life a little bit more. Because I can't imagine it's easy to be like stripped of basically all of your freedom and liberties and just be in a box all the time. Like,
yep.
I don't know. It's just sad.
That's why it's kind of crazy.
I'm ready for crazy.
If you leave enough of your DNA in motel room corners across a wide enough area, you could become a person of interest in a series of unconnected cases.
I want to do
thus
that.
Making them all connected. I kind of want to do it too, just to fuck with people.
Yeah. Like, I want to be interrogated just to be like, oh, yeah, no, I have no idea.
Just be like,
I literally don't
what
know.
Are you offering for my information?
Be like, do you need help though? Like, I'll help you. I would love to like help.
It's like, can I be a detective for a day?
Right? Be like, I'm willing to tell you everything. And what I know is literally nothing. That's so interesting though.
Right?
So do you just like go pee in a corner or something?
Well, or you just like, I don't know, just like spit in a corner or something.
Scratch your arm really hard.
Just like bring a needle with you and just poke your fingertips that get one single drop of blood.
Then they're gonna be like, do you think this person did this intentionally?
I don't know. They'd have to bring you in for questioning anyways, probably.
Exactly. I'll just brush my hair vigorously everywhere. I'm sure a couple strands will come out. But I also don't think that my DNA is registered anywhere because I haven't committed a crime. So they would have all of these matching DNA samples and not know it's me. Damn it. Okay.
That's true.
Dang.
Unless... How would they, like, if you're not somebody that, like, has done anything like that, then, like, how would they know who you are?
Well, then it makes you wonder if, like, I don't know, because I don't think it's right if you, like, go in for, like, blood testing and they submit any type of DNA to, like, police registry or anything, because that seems like a privacy issue. However,
I'm not allowed to donate blood anyways.
Why?
Because I am of the homosexual variety who is, well, I mean, actually, this is kind of a depressing factor at this point, but right now, currently, I would be legally allowed to. But, yes, gay men that are sexually active within a year of when they're trying to donate blood are not allowed to.
Oh, yeah.
Which is absolutely ridiculous.
I wouldn't be able to donate right now either then. Not
What?
because I'm like a homosexual man, but because of my tattoos. They say the same thing for tattoos and piercings, because I went to go donate one time and they were like, do you have any new piercings or tattoos within the last 12
new
months?
ones. Okay. I thought you were just like in general. I was like, you can donate blood with tattoos.
Yeah, no. New. Needles, skin, poking, stabbing. That's wild. I totally forgot about that. I lied though, but I didn't donate anything anyways. I had new ear piercings. And I was like, no, they're definitely not brand new as of like yesterday. And they're like fucking red. I was like, I probably shouldn't do this. And my friend was like, no, it's totally fine. I'm like, no, but like morally, I feel wrong doing that.
Well, because like the one time you do it, just your luck is going to be the time that you actually have some kind of like infection or something that would cause a problem. Not that they wouldn't like that they don't screen test the blood that's donated anyways.
But then it's like a waste of their time and resources.
Right.
And I know that because I know that my stuff is new. Also, like it would be a Murphy's Law kind of situation. Like I don't have an infection from my earrings right now, but if I donate blood, I will have an infection.
Right, exactly.
Like I'm spontaneously going to get an infection because I'm donating blood.
Exactly.
Yep. Because that's how it happens. That's how it works. Because this world is a cruel mistress.
This world is fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Very.
People with a family member named Alexa can't buy an Alexa. Can you imagine if like your sister was named Alexa and you had like a whole home system of like Alexa things and you're just like constantly yelling at the house and then your sister is just getting super pissed off.
Right. I mean, I feel like there'd be some type of understanding. But can you rename your Alexa?
I don't know. I've never had one.
Be like, your name is now Patricia.
Patricia!
Patricia! I forget what he says to her, but that vine makes me
If you start a job on a Monday, your 10-year company anniversary will fall on a Saturday or Sunday, no matter how the leap years fall. Really?
Interesting. No, that makes sense.
So today is Monday, and it's the 15th. In 2034, July 15th is a Saturday.
Wow.
Interesting.
Very.
Huh. You pay for many holes in your belt, but only ever realistically use one or two of them.
Yeah. That's why I got a seatbelt belt. Those like kind of edgy ones from.
Oh, I was like,
Hot Topic.
What? I like the they're like fabric ones that you like. They have the two like eye rings on them.
Oh yeah.
And like you put the thing through both of them and then back through one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like those kind of belts.
Yeah, those are pretty nice.
Or actually, and like I have a Vans belt right now that it's just like you slide it through and it's got like the little clasp on it with the teeth in it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think those are pretty good too. Because then like day to day you can kind of adjust it.
Right.
Based on where like the teeth hit. Yeah, no, I literally have one that is like a seatbelt. And it's Archer themed. And it says you're in the danger zone.
Nice.
And I absolutely fucking adore it. I have another one that says free hugs. But obviously I don't want to wear that as a girl anymore because there's too many creepy dudes out there who like.
There really is.
Are you offering free hugs? And be like, fuck off. Get my mace out and spray him in the face. Stranger danger. Oh, like that one kid.
To spray
You're
someone
way
with
too
mace.
close, man. And then screams like a banshee.
Yeah, I've always wanted to mace somebody. It seems like it would be fun. You can make that
reality happen. Or you can make that a reality.
What's stopping me from going out to the street tomorrow and macing somebody?
Just fear stand of being there waiting arrested for someone to walk by.
Just carry it around to work and wait for an household customer. That's bound to happen.
Yeah, you literally could be like, "Oh, he ran at me. I got nervous."
Our security at my mall does fuck all anyways. They're not going to do anything.
Yeah. I mean, the only drawback with spraying pepper spray in an enclosed space is it's probably going to fuck you up too.
I feel like it would be worth it to spray a Karen with mace.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, but before you do that, you have to make sure you go spin a bunch of hotels.
Right.
Because then they'll pull you and they'll be like, we found your DNA. And you're like, oh, you found it?
How long did it take you?
What's the crime we're looking for here, you guys? I'm here to help.
For a lion, eating a pregnant zebra is probably like finding an extra nugget in your meal.
I hate that. I hate that a lot, actually.
Oh my god. Why? Because... You don't like when they give you an extra nugget at McDonald's?
Oh, no, I'm totally fine with an extra nugget. But,
right. Lions like extra nuggets, too.
Yeah, but, like, not when it's a whole child. A child zebra. Still freshly jelly in the womb.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. When I was in grade 9, mm-hmm. and we were dissecting frogs, one of my classmates' frogs was pregnant. And it, like, they cut it open and there was just frog eggs everywhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That happens.
It was, oh my god. And then one of my other classmates, I felt so bad for her. She went to go cut the frog open and it squirt frog juice at her face and it got in her mouth and I was like, oh my god, I felt so bad for her. She literally ran to the bathroom to throw up. Oh
yeah.
my god.
No, I was literally thinking about the fact that, like, what if you just, like, slice into a spot and it just squirts right in your mouth?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Oh, when we had, like, a lamb heart dissection in, like, 5th grade, I was so freaked out about it that I pretended to be sick and stayed home. And I didn't have to make it up because it would be way too much effort to have one person make up a lamb heart dissection.
I dissected a cow's eyeball once. It was so creepy, but I loved the dissection so much. And like when we did the cow's eye, my lab partner, he was like getting super queasy about it, so I got to do it by myself. So I got to do everything. Nice. It was great.
Yeah, no, I think dissection is super interesting.
I hated biology, but that was the fun part.
See, I enjoyed biology, and like I remember we did like a dissection of like a flower so that we could like see all the components, and I thought that was so cool.
Did you find the mitochondria? The powerhouse of the cell? Oh my god.
But like being able to like see all of the like insides of the flower was really cool. And then I think we did a frog too, but I made my partner do it because I just wanted to watch.
My partner for the frog, we were both so into it. We got right in the whole thing. It was great.
That's fair.
I wonder if the whole mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell thing is still relevant in today's generation.
Oh, 100%. I literally watch this one story on Snapchat. It's like health stories. Whenever he talks about mitochondria, he literally says, mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell. And like keeps going with the conversation. And it's so cool how he does it because like he said it multiple times at this point, and I always laugh every time I hear him say it. But like he like tells this like medical mystery story, and then he breaks it down of like how this particular thing like affects the body. It was like one guy who took like or like this mom who like drank so much water that like it made her like really sick, or like this other person who ended up having like potassium, like severely low potassium, that it was like causing them either like seizures or like to completely like lock up. And like,
damn,
yeah, like a lot. It's a lot of really interesting stories. Let me pull up because I haven't seen any of them in a while. Hold on, but they're like so good in my opinion.
but yeah, just like I'm just like kids that are in like elementary school and like middle school and whatever. If they're still when they're learning about it, if they're as excited about knowing that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell as we all were.
That's a good question. It's definitely a cute little thing that I love.
Although I feel like it is because their teachers are now like new teachers are all from our generation.
Right.
So they're all going to make sure that stays alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Chubby Emu.
Interesting. That
Yeah.
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen something regarding them.
Yeah. I think
But
that's what it is.
yeah. But yeah, that's where we're gonna wrap up for today.
Sounds good.
If there's any mind-blowing thoughts that you guys have, please
tell
drop
us.
them in the comments,
Yeah.
and we will read them next week.
We shall.
I would like to tell you that we're going to have a new guest next week. I can't make any promises.
We'll try.
Yeah, we'll try and do something fun and exciting for next week, but
Yeah.
we'll keep you guys posted.
Totally.
And yeah, we'll catch y'all on the flip flops.
Bye, you guys. See you
Bye
next
bye.
time.